Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome to my channel, Gabby on Paper. Today's video is going to be October's budget with me. Basically, we're just going to go through and create a plan for my money for the month of October. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we are. So on the left over here, I have my money calendar for October, including when my bills are due, any events that cost money, and then now I have my paydays, which are these two blue lines. So with this for reference, we're gonna go ahead and fill out the right side, which is my monthly budget. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see a little better. For income this month, I will have 2 full paychecks. They should have all my deductions. Well, kind of. I actually don't know if they're gonna have my full deductions because when I haven't signed up for my HSA yet, I can't figure out how to do it. It's not clear. I thought I did, but I was looking at my benefits overview yesterday and it looks like I didn't, so I'm not sure. And then for my transit, I won't have transit like money available until November 1st. So I would imagine that will be pulled out of my pre-tax dollars. But anyways, so I'll put my full-time, I put full-time, I don't know why, because I only have one job. I'm expecting, and this is going to be a little on the low side, but I'd rather under budget than over budget. Let's put $1,650. It might be closer to $1,700. So I'll get paid twice on the 14th and the 28th. And I am salaried, so I'm expecting them to be the same. So $3,300 is what I'm projecting in income for the month of October. I am not planning on using any savings, so I'm gonna leave my savings use category blank. I've been living off of my savings for the majority of the year and I'm hoping that has come to an end. I am loving my new job, so things are looking good. So down here, I'll just bring the total $3,300 and I'm not using any savings. So it'll be a total of $3,300. Sorry, I just zoomed out a bit. I thought it was a little too close, but okay. So now we're moving down to my fixed expenses, which are pretty much just my bills, like rent and utilities and all that. So I'll take a second to go through, write out the bill and when it's due. So for the rent and utility fee that we pay the building, it's the same as always, which is $11.78. Our ComEd Ed bill is $41.50. AT&T went up over $5 last month, and I didn't see any changes, anything like different in our bill. So I'm really not sure what that is. I think it's just taxes, but I don't know why it's fluctuating month to month. So I'm gonna maybe take some time to look into that a little bit more this month, but I am gonna budget $80 and hopefully that covers it all, which is up from, let's see, in September it was $78.72, so that in September I paid over $80. We'll just leave it at 80, but I'm gonna definitely look into that because it kept going up by cents, but now it's gone up by $5. That's not okay. My Peloton subscription, so it's $23.59 for my half. I'm back on the Pip Sticks train, which is $17.95. I just love those little stickers, they're so cute. And then Apple is $84. It's $83.75, but we'll just send $84 towards it and hopefully send a little more to it in hopes of getting it paid off this year. And then my various subscriptions, which are Netflix, Apple One, and Hulu. For my portion, it comes to $21.96. So let's go ahead and add that up. And now I will take the $3,300, which is my income, and subtract that from the $1,447 means I still have $1,853 to budget out the rest of the month. Sorry, I just changed the lighting. I increased the lighting because it's a really weird time that I'm filming. So video is supposed to go up today, which is September 30th, it's Friday, at 11 a.m. and I'm filming obviously in the morning. It is 7:40 in the morning, so the lighting is not great. I've just, with my new job, like in the evenings, I felt so tired from being out all day, from socializing, something I'm not used to, and I'm very, very, very like introverted. So I think that just talking to people all day has really like taken it out of me. And by the time I get home, I am completely dead and just want to rest, which is why I haven't done any of my filming. I've been really like filming everything and editing everything super last minute. I'm just gonna take a second to write out my categories. I just noticed that I said I was gonna do this after the last video, but I forgot to remove the due date column in the savings area. I can't believe that. I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm done with this video so I don't forget for next month. But I'll go through these pretty quickly just because we've done this over and over, and I have a good idea of what I want to do for this month. So groceries, I'm going to increase it back up a little bit to $250. I just want a little more leeway. I know we want to do a few meals at home, like make wings and stuff that cost a little more money. So $250 for groceries. I'm also gonna do $250 for dining out, which is up from last month. I think I did $220, yes. It's my boyfriend's half birthday in October, so I am going to treat him just to a dinner out. So we will, I will take that from the dining out category, which is why it's a little bit more. In terms of finding a lunch that I could take to work, I have found something that I think works well for, taking to work with my issues with communal kitchens and fridges and microwaves and all that. This is something I can just keep at my desk, and it's good, and I can eat it at lunchtime, and it's been working out well for me. So I think I'm gonna continue that for October. Hopefully I don't get sick of it, or I can find something else to add on to my workday lunches, I guess. For treats, I'm gonna do another $50. I wanted September to be the month where I can kind of gauge how much I wanna include in my treats category. And this is different than dining out, because a lot of times my boyfriend and I will be at home and we'll be like, let's go to the gas station for some candy, let's go get an ice cream, stuff like that. So I wanted to keep track of how much we're spending in that. With September having been as crazy as it was, it's not a good gauge, because I did pretty much use all of it, or I did use all of it. Now I can't remember. I may have gone over, but a good portion of that was in Utah, and so the numbers are a little bit skewed. So this month, October, I think I'll get a better idea since I'm not planning on going anywhere. Transportation, I am gonna budget $75 for my monthly pass. Entertainment is going to be another high month. I feel like every month I want to get this down. Last month I budgeted $75. But we do have a visitor. My boyfriend's mom is coming to visit for 6 days in October. She was supposed to come in July, I believe, but she got COVID and couldn't come, so she's finally rescheduled her visit, and we were planning on doing things like taking a boat tour. The architectural boat tour is really great. We've taken it a few times, but she hasn't, so we'll do that with her. And then she wants to go to a museum, and the museum entry is like $22 per adult, so that alone, those two things, will eat up the majority of the entertainment budget and then give me a little bit extra if I want to, for the movie I'm planning on going to later in the month and whatever comes up. Shopping is $75, and basically I'm still just trying to build up my work wardrobe. I don't have enough to really sustain me going into the office every day, and I'm just trying to put together some good pieces that can be worn various ways. So it's been a slow process. I've made a huge like Everlane purchase, but I ended up hating everything. So literally it all went back. I liked one sweater, but it was dry clean only, and I'm not about to spend the time or the money doing dry cleaning, so that had to go back too. Home, I'm budgeting $25, and that's for in case any like home purchases come up, maybe wet Swiffers, we might have to buy some of those, so things like that. All right, so gifts. It is my boyfriend's mom's birthday, and instead of sending her a gift, we're gonna pay for her experiences here in Chicago. So my contribution will be $50. So if it's probably pay for her boat tour and a treat of some kind. So instead of sending her a gift, then we never know what to get her. We're just gonna pay for a few of her things while she's here, and I think she'll enjoy that. And then finally, miscellaneous is for whatever random comes up. We're gonna budget $25. So let's add that up. So I'm gonna bring the leftover amount from down here, which is $18.53, subtract the $900 and see how much I have left over. Which is $953 is what I have left over for any savings and debt. I was really unsure of how I wanted to handle my savings categories because I am changing things up once again for the month of October and probably for the end of the year. Before I quit my job, I was sending money to my Roth IRA, short-term savings and long-term savings. And I pretty much split it it was something like 40% for Roth IRA, 35% for my long-term, and then about 25% for short-term. And I think it did work well at the time, but now that I have found YNAB, I want to do things completely different. So I think what I'm gonna do is just leave, without getting into the specifics, because that's what YNAB is for. I'm just gonna do savings. I'm gonna send, again, due date, I'm supposed to get rid of this column, so I'm gonna send $913 towards my savings goals. 913. If I subtract the 913 from the 953, that means I have $40 left over. And then I'm going to try and send a little extra money towards my Apple Card to pay off my iPad, and I would send the remaining 40. And at that point, it would be like a zero-based budget, kind of. Anyways, this is just an overview of what my money is gonna look like for the month of October. Since I'm doing YNAB, I don't want to get into the specifics or where these $913 is going into. Basically, my thinking going forward is that I'm going to use these budget with me's, these monthly budget with me's, to kind of have an overview idea of where my money is gonna go with my paychecks that month. And then when I budget out my paychecks using YNAB, I'll go into the very specifics and all the different categories that the savings will go to and all that. The reason I'm not gonna do that now, or I guess the reason that I'm doing both this overview budget with me and the paycheck YNAB budget with me is because YNAB does not let you budget money that you don't have. So I can't budget out my second or first even paychecks in October because this is not till October 14th. This is not till October 28th. So I won't be able to budget those out in YNAB until the 14th and the 28th. But I want to have an idea going into the month of how much I'm sending towards my bills, how much I'm expecting to send towards my variable expenses, savings, and debt. So that is how I'm distinguishing both these monthly budget with me's and then the paycheck budget with me's using YNAB, if that makes sense. So today is Friday the 30th. My next video coming up will be my monthly reset, and it's gonna go up on Tuesday. I haven't filmed that yet. I'm not even close to being ready for it. But basically, I'll just kind of go over everything that's happened in September and then what I'm hoping for October and moving forward. So I think it's gonna be a good one because I'll have a lot of things to discuss. I'm kind of using, sorry, I kind of have a runny nose and it's gross. I'm kind of using this last quarter of 2022 as just like a reset, just like a whole quarter to prepare for 2023 and get ready for a good year. This year was good in terms of like big life changes, moving to Chicago, finding this job, you know, a few things here and there. But 2023 will be good for, I hope, getting back to normal, getting my finances back in order, and yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.